Welcome to another Fear Friday. My name is Mysterious Mystical Moments, and my name is Lisa. And this is my familiar Moshari, if you can see her. Move this candle out of the way. This is my familiar Moshari Amor. She likes to be a pain in the butt while I'm doing videos. Anyway, tonight's Fear Friday is going to be about a movie that we have probably all heard of, and some of us may have watched it and some of us may have not. But um, if you have, you'll understand a little bit about it, and you'll understand how some of the powers that they use in this movie we do use nowadays in modern day sciences and modern day use. Now, the first kind of thing is going to be about the enchanted powers that they have and what they use. And they use herbs and meditation and with trying to will someone health and love. And that was part of the elves. The elves. The elves are of course, I am talking about the Lord of the Rings. Now, the elves in the Lord of the Rings use the enchantment by their powers, like through the herbs that they use to heal people, or they have enchanted items like swords and powerful weapons for their craftsmanship and the power of music. Now, of course, that is power that they have, the elves did. I think Liv Tyler was the elf, and she used her powers to save her person that she loved. Now, the magic in Tolkien's Lord of the Rings is rooted in morality and struggle between good and bad, and that is a part of our everyday use of our powers. We have to decide on good or bad and making decisions of what we need to do, what's right, what's wrong, what's, is it good for us, is it bad for us? Now, with that, there's also that of alchemy. Alchemy is, of course, botanical, and it has the herbal plants and animals and medicine treatments that they use, and then they use artifacts and objects of power and symbols and myths to go along their quest. Now, see, between the good and the bad, the ring, my precious, the ring, if you put it on, it makes you invisible, but it also makes you evil because it was blessed by Solon, I think his name was, and he used the necromancy and the dark magic. Sauron, the Dark Lord, who practices dark magic and necromancy. He uses his magic to possess people and to use it by power and control and manipulation and his forces in his army, and they are all dark and evil. Now, when they put this ring on, it turns them evil. So the Hobbit has to get this. As you can tell, I'm not very familiar with the movie, but he takes it to get it and destroys it, tries to destroy it. But each time he puts it on, the more darker his thoughts are, and the more he becomes dark and evil, and that's what Gollum became. He had his precious, and that was held with the power. Now, obsession is a big part of the movie. Greed is the power of mind, and it's a strong power of the mind that controls emotions and the movements of everything we do. And in the Lord of the Rings, the corruption and the bearer and the immense power to its bearer. And that's why Sauron wants the ring back so bad, because Sauron he wants the ring back because it is pure evil, and he wants it for more power for himself. But these little hobbits and magicians and elves and all of the good people that are in this saga, they want to destroy it and get to the mountain where they can destroy it and into the flaming fire. So, um, Precious is not a jewel. The Precious is actually a ring, just a solid ring, kind of like this one. A simple ring that's made out of, I believe, gold that was made by fire, and it can be destroyed by fire. So, of course, it melts the ring down, and then the power goes away. Um, it's one solid band, that a circle that holds eternity, and when you get married, you put on a wedding band. A wedding band in which they have a pure circle that says it's you're joined together, and let no bond or no man break this bond um, between the husband and wife. Eternity, complete. So I guess when you're single, you're half of a band, and then they put it together, and it makes a complete circle. And I guess that's the simplest way you could explain it. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. But when you get married, you put on your wedding ring, and that is a symbol of unity and love and devotion and eternity. And so the Precious was that, forged out of metal and or gold, that it possessed the sense of evil, because Soren, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that to all J.R. Tolkien fans and Lord of the Ring fans, that it gave us, or whoever held on to this ring, gave them powers of evil thoughts and evil actions, and made them turn dark. So they wanted the good was also fighting against the evil, and they had to get rid of this ring. So that is what tonight's Lord of the Rings is all about movie. This is the last of the movies that I have done, and it's the last of the month. So I hope that throughout the movies that I compared our magic to, that we, or our powers to, that we use every single day, has given you a little bit of glimpse of what witches nowadays are like, and even back in the day where they were persecuted. We are the, I guess, pharmacy people who give you medications to help you heal. We are people who clean your house. We are yourselves, because we clean our house, and we use candles, and we use smells or recipes, or we say prayers every day to God to protect our families or those that we love. We ask for ourselves. We ask for favors from God, and that is a part of a chant or a spell that we ask and we manifest, and we use the power of our mind to make it happen. Now, when you hear the word witch, you automatically think of bad. Oh, you're such a witch, evil person. No, not anymore. That is just a myth that people had made up. Now, through fairy tales of the evil witch who ate Hansel and Gretel after they came through. No. One of my favorite holidays is Halloween, of course, and on The Addams Family, which is one of my favorite shows, they have a Halloween episode where she said that the neighbor had told her Wednesday that told her that there was no such thing as witches. Now, to tell a child that is like, of course, telling a child about there's no such thing as Santa Claus. But there is. It's the spirit. It's the way we perceive it. You know, we perceive these people. And like everything, there are good and there are bad in every person. It's up to us to use what kind of powers that we want to use, and it's up to us. And when I mean us, I mean you and I. It is up to us to decide on what life is, you know, to choose between good and bad every day. And that is a part of our power. So I hope you enjoyed this series. If you have any other suggestions for me, this one was suggested by Twisted Sushi, and last one's was suggested by Twisted Sushi, which she is a great subscriber and a follower, and I thank her very much. Put it in our community page and tell me what we should be doing. Next month, I will be doing haunted places. And haunted places is kind of a cool subject to me because I would like to go to these places someday on my bucket list and just see what the architect, any place holds history. Any place we live holds history and it's magic, or it has a sense of spirit in it. So may you share some kindness, many blessings of love and light, and shine your light upon those that are in the dark. Peace.